What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Videohomicide, back with another movie review / recommendation. Today, we're going to go back to the year 1977 to take a look at a film directed by Dario Argento, Suspiria. Now, I have reason to believe that this is the Guillotine Films release of the film. I have reason to believe this is a cut version of the film, but I can't confirm or deny that at the moment. This viewing for this review in particular, I watched it on Tubi. That's right. Again, Tubi has, like, you can't fucking sleep on that streaming platform, man. Especially if, you want to check out some quality films and you don't really want to have to fucking shell out the big coin to watch them. You know what I mean? Because they have tons of stuff on there. I'm a champion of Tubi for sure. So tonight, me and my wife, we went over to my dad's place, had a little Thanksgiving do with my family, and when we got home, got insanely fucking high. And I was like, let's put on Suspiria. So I popped on Suspiria, and like I said, it's been a long time since I watched it. Probably the last time I checked it out was probably 3, maybe even 4 years ago. And again, I remember specifically when I put that on, we were having something at my house, and I just wanted to put a trippy movie with good music for the background. And that's one thing I got to say about this movie. I think it's Goblin. And recently I put all of my my entire DVD collection is now in alphabetical order: DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. And I found my signed copy of Goblin live in Texas. And this does have the Suspiria song, the Tenebrae song, Zombie, a bunch of other classic stuff. This is signed by the guy that was doing I believe, the keyboards, Maurizio Garina. He was a regular at Shockstock, which is the local horror convention here in London, Ontario. So pretty stoked to have that. I don't even know if I've ever listened to that album. I should take it to the old man's and we should just get euchred one night and throw that on, But getting into Suspiria, this is a hard movie to describe. It's a movie about this girl who goes to this dancing academy, and the dancing academy is not all it cracks up to be. So I guess that's not too hard to explain. But at the very least, this movie has got some fucking awesome kills in it. Like right out of the gate, get this really good kill. And the reason why I say that this copy is cut, because I don't remember that first murder lasting so long. Like that girl that sort of reveals the secret at the end of the film. She leaves the academy. She's expelled, but she leaves this academy, and she's seen even running through the woods, ends up at her friend's house, and then she ends up getting killed by this hairy-armed fucking thing that attacks her through the window, and then just proceeds to stab the shit out of her, throw her through this glass, like sort of skylight, I guess you'd call it. And she gets hung through reason of circumstance, I guess. It's a crazy moment. It's a crazy kill. And again, I just don't think that it's that long in this version, because I remember when I first seen this, I was like, okay, I get it. It's a pretty cool and interesting looking film and sounding film, but it just, I don't know. It's still not my favorite Argento by any means. I still much prefer Deep Red. And even I think I like Tenebrae better than this one. I think I like Inferno better than this one. I know that could be blasphemy to some Argento purists out there. And to go even one step further, not to trash the man, because I do love Argento, but I've always been much more of a Fulci fan. But getting back to Suspiria, I know I'm all over the place. I ate a 100 milligram edible when I got in, so whatever I say, take it with a grain of salt. All right, but when they're staying at this hotel, or not hotel, like this academy, there's a moment that's very sort of what I consider Fulci-esque, involving maggots, all these maggots falling from the roof, and the chick's like, oh, we got a bad order of meat, these sons of bitches are sending us bad meat, or some shit like that. And that's the cause of all these maggots. And of course there's some foul play at hand. One character that I always thought was funny in this movie is like the Romanian henchman. I forget what his name was, but they like the one chick, the one late lead teacher, Miss Tanner or some shit like that. She's a real cunt to this guy. And like, this is totally random, but if anybody's played the video game Bully from Rockstar Games, doesn't the music from Suspiria feel like it's right out of Bully, or vice versa? I was thinking that the whole fucking time when I was watching it tonight. Really enjoyed the film like in its entirety, but definitely that opening kill, the kill at the end with the like that the chick that falls into the barbed wire and all that, gets like the nails in her eyes. That's fucking hardcore. And even at the end of this film, that the scene that I remember the most is when she comes out of that closet, or like that room from hell or whatever it's called, and with the nails in the eyes, sort of like a reverse Pinhead, like no nails anywhere except for the eyes. Really like that. But when our main girl, sees like the outline of this witch, this old witch Helena, and stabs her, and then you see like the actual form of the witch. Like it's a cool fucking movie. It's strange. It's hard to describe. It's definitely worth watching. I highly recommend this movie. Don't take me wrong by any means, because when it comes to Argento, what I've noticed is most of his films aren't supernatural as far as the ones that I've seen. I've much, like Deep Red, Animal Trilogy, Crystal Plumage, Cat of Nine Tails, Four Flies on Grey Velvet, not grounded in supernaturalism or supernatural shit. Like this is just, it's totally strange. It's sort of like a full, like I wouldn't compare this to City of the Living Dead, but there is like some strange shit going on that's very unexplainable, and I like that. I like the whole witch situation. I have seen Inferno, which is, I believe, the second part of the Mother's trilogy, which is this film is considered the first part, Suspiria, I mean, and then Inferno, and then a movie called Three Mothers or Mother or some shit. I've not seen that film. I know it came out like way later. Like the original films, like this is 77. We're talking Inferno. I've actually got that on tape. Let's see if there's a year on this bitch. 1980. So 1977. 1980, and then we jumped to like 2005 or 2000. It's in the 2000s when he made the final installment. So I'll have to check that out eventually. I'm interested. I do like that Inferno. Opera is another good Argento film, which is not supernatural, but a really good one. Obviously there's a bunch that I've not seen. There's some Dracula films. I believe that I've got one. See if I can find it. Like one of the best things that I've ever done recently is like over the last week, I got all my shit in order, and all this is alphabetical now, so I can find stuff. But there's Dario Argento's Dracula, which I don't even know if I've ever watched, but this is I believe it's got Rutger Hauer in it as Van Helsing. Asia Argento, name spelt wrong in there, it looks like. But this has got to be from 2012 it says, so I'll have to check that out. That's a $3 buy from probably Game Cycle. Like the era of like going into like these used shops and stuff, and just different game stores that have DVDs. Like you go there and you see sort of the same old. I haven't really done a crawl in a long time. Like I'm due to check out some spots, but again, like I'm satisfied with the collection at this point. Like when I was doing the alphabetical order, I was like, is there much more that I really want? Like, sure, there's stuff that I want, but like I'm not in a rush to get any new stuff. I've got, my collection I'm satisfied with, and it's a good feeling because I don't have to go out there and blow tons of dough just to like satisfy this urge, because one thing I'm guilty of, I'm sure a lot of us are guilty of, people that collect movies and shit, books and comics. You buy stuff and sometimes it sits on the shelf for years. I've had stuff on the shelf for years that's still wrapped that I haven't checked out yet. So I'm really trying to do that, go through a lot of stuff. And I was going through my the YouTube channel, and I was like, fuck, I never did a review on Suspiria. Let me correct that. So I've been enjoying the Halloween season so far. I've been watching a lot of good horror films. Like tonight, for instance, at my dad's, we watched the original Evil Dead and the original Dawn of the Dead, the extended cut, which was phenomenal. Me and my dad smoked probably like over a gram of hash, and a bunch of fucking joints, and ate some good food, and just had a lot of laughs. And he sent me home with like a jar of pickled eggs, like 15 pickled eggs. And if you know me, like I am a fucking pickled egg like fanatic. So definitely stay tuned, because I believe there's going to be a Q&A video coming up, and that will probably be the Q's will be A'd next Saturday. So I'll definitely be doing a video about that for you guys to leave your Q's in, your questions in the comments. And then the thing is, I'm looking forward to just seeing what people got to ask me. Keep it, like I said, movie related, all that kind of stuff, but don't ask me a question in this video. Ask it in the actual Q&A video when that comes out. So expect that maybe tomorrow or the next day. Regardless, I'm having a good night tonight. I'm gonna get high as a kite even further. I might even do a little bit more edible just to really fucking seal the deal in my insanity of the night. And with that being said, I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a 666 in the comments. Check out some Argento flicks. When it comes to my favorite part of this film before I go, it's definitely that opening kill where the chick just gets stabbed as shit and falls and gets hung. Like, that is crazy. And I was also, before I started recording the video, I know I have a horror book where they talk about Suspiria, and I could not find which one it was. So, you know, we're gonna have to go through those and see what's what. So, anyways, thanks for watching. 666, adios.